Right. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Burke, did you have any questions for Neeraj?
Yeah, I just wanted to go back to one of Scott's questions. Would someone like Vodafone ever sole source EPC? Meaning would they only buy from one vendor, or would they always have multiple EPC vendors?
Oh yes, so definitely we have that option of going with the multiple vendors, and we do that exercise very much. So now because of the open source and virtualized world has got open, but initially also we had the strategy about three leading vendors in the telecom space like Nokia, Ericsson, and Huawei in different markets. And on the networking gear, it was Cisco and Juniper. And same will hold true for the virtualized EPC as well. So wherever, we have got some applications, maybe supporting M2M or IoT segments, so there probably we would like to have an integrated solution from vendors like Affirmed or for smaller markets. And wherever we are going in for truly virtualized solutions, so probably Affirmed may not find a place, or it may find a place also, because there are other competitors like Nokia will be there, Ericsson will be there, Huawei will be there. So it depends.
So it sounds like it would be rare to only have one.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And so if there was a software-only vendor like Mavenir or Affirmed or whatnot, it sounds like you would also have, a more traditional player with the black box offering as well.
Yes. So that's what I was mentioning, because the whole technology landscape is changing and changing very fast. So it depends how scalable a solution which is proposed by a vendor. So like, just for example, in the cloud native world, which is going to be the kind of final stage of the virtualization. So there are various things like, they talk about further separation of control plane and data plane, and then stateless architecture and all that. So if a vendor is able to provide that roadmap, so yes, they will have a solution. If they are not able to provide that roadmap, probably they will not fulfill that objective. Affirmed has some roadmap. I do not have much insight into it because they keep it private to themselves. So the vendors who have got that report, that they're definitely going to succeed. And then again, open source different products are also coming up in the market, and they will have definitely advantage in terms of price. So the competitive advantage will be there, and Vodafone will not shy, from getting those products also into the production environment.
Got it. And just to go back to one other question, Scott was trying to figure out, how important sort of performance versus price is here. Our hypothesis is that this is mostly cost-driven. So it's interesting to hear that you mentioned a vendor like Affirmed was much more performant. Is that something you'd be willing to pay a premium for, or this is always comes down to cost?
Normally now, because the competition is so intense and it is so slugfest that vendors hardly demand any premium for that. So it is more, the choice becomes more available to the end user, where what kind of performance points vendor can bring, and those become ultimately the deciding factor. Because price you can always negotiate a bargain for, and the vendor will not feel shy in dropping price by a couple of points. But it is the performance and the other features which become the deciding factor.
Got it. Okay, great. And so you would kind of select the ones with the right features you needed, and then aggressively negotiate price. Is that the way I should think about it?
Yes.
Okay. And then with the move to